Okay, we're continuing with the review for sections 1.3 to 1.5 and 1.7 in Algebra 2. Okay, this set of problems here, our goal here is to rewrite this in vertex form, to find the vertex and also to find the y-intercept. So when it's given to you in standard form, you're going to use this little formula down here. So you take the opposite of the b value, divided by 2 times the a value, and that, if you do the number crunching, is 3, and then you simply plug that h value into the original equation and do the number crunching, and you get your k value. So h and k is your vertex, and the first part of that is done. To find the y-intercept, you put a 0 in for the x, so you can see everywhere there used to be an x, I put a 0. The whole front half of this collapses and you get -5. You also might remember that in standard form, it's always c that's the y-intercept. Now you got to be a little careful with that, because over here that's k, not c. In vertex form, the next one here, you have the opposite of the h value right there. So h, you just change the sign, that's h, and k is just at the back. So it's really easy to come up with the vertex. It's a little bit harder to come up with the y-intercept, but the concept's the same as before. You put 0 for the x, so you can see where it said x. I'm putting a 0. Then you first add, then square, so that's 4 squared is 16. Multiplying comes next, and adding these gives your final y value. So you put it together with the 0 for the x that you used up here, and the y value that you calculated. Okay, this next set of problems, you're supposed to write it in vertex form, not just find the vertex. So first you find h, plug it in to find k. The a value is the same as the original a value. A on standard form is the front number, and a in vertex form is also the front number. So that a is going to get reused down here. You plug the a in. The opposite of h goes here, so you can see that I changed the sign here. It used to say 1.5, now it says -1.5. And the k goes at the back, and you're done down there. Okay, I'll do that again on the other side here. First you find h by using the formula, opposite of b over 2 times the a value. That's a -1 up front. And do that calculation, you get 3. Then to get the k, you just plug that 3 in where it says x, and you can see the calculations down there. For instance, this is 9, -9 now, and this is 18. So -9 plus 18 is 9, and 9 minus 9 is 0. So you use that for the k, this for the h, and this for the a. And you can see the a right there, opposite of the h goes here, and k goes at the back. The only thing I'll say about this answer is that plus 0 can be left off. Okay, you'll have some of them where you're supposed to write something in standard form, and when that is asked, you multiply it out, so you can see the squared. I'm going to multiply by itself, and you're going to first use first times first, outside times outside, inside times inside, and last times last. Then I consolidated those two terms and made it -20x. I distribute the -1/2 all the way down, and then add these like terms to finish it out. Okay, so if they give you a vertex on one other point, then they're essentially giving you 4 of the 5 variables in that. The only one you don't know is a at the start. So you take the y and the x and the opposite of h and k, and you plug it in. Now we're down to one variable we don't know. So this calculation here is -3. Squared is 9. And I'll subtract 3 off both sides, or 4 off both sides, and then divide by 9 and simplify. So now you know the 2/3. You already knew the h and the k. You just plug all three in to the formula to come up with the equation of that parabola. Okay, and this is where we'll pick up on the next video, some factoring.